is routinely diminished with pathetic claims by advanced analytics losers that he was a ball hog and inefficient, using some silly made-up acronyms like VORP, PER, and BPM to prop up a fake case of dominance for others. But Kobe didn't care about scoring or individual accolades, just winning. And in years...
I see the title, man. Let's get into it.
There is an element of sports that has often been talked about, alluded to, and at times dismissed. It's something you can't really quantify or measure. Something that won't show up in advanced analytics. You won't find it in a box score, but you can sense it, feel it. It is undeniable, inevitable. It's the look in a player's eyes, the desire, their will to dominate against all odds, to accept every challenge without taking the easy way out. Something that has driven and defined all of the great players throughout history until this most recent era. And as with most things in life, tragically, you don't know.
That was a funny little clip. But and now KD got Bradley Beal. Is Bradley Beal and his sons? I don't know the specifics of the trade. And also another trade that just happened. Chris Paul got traded to the Warriors for Jordan Poole. I think a 2027 first rounder, a 2030 second rounder. Don't quote me on that. Go check it out, man. We just go word though.
A lot of trades is going on until you lose it. Could it be that when Kobe Bryant dropped the mic on April 13th, 2016?
What can I say? Mamba out.
We saw the final player in the lineage of a long line of a now dying breed. The last alpha. Gone are the days of players taking it as a personal responsibility to win with less or what they have, to play hurt, to try to will a team, carry them to the end destination. Somewhere along the way, that all ended. Likely when a soft-ass loser, incapable of winning anything on his own, raised up out of the ground during a pyrotechnic show to declare he was going to win 8 championships, who met adversity by running away and joining other all-time greats. And as we know, basketball is a copycat league. Contrast that with the way Jordan met adversity of seemingly insurmountable opponents in the 1980s. A steady diet of work harder, get stronger, and be better. And it would be amid swirling allegations by the media and even Shaquille O'Neal himself that Kobe Bryant decided to take action and force Shaq out of town to prove he could win without him. Kobe accepted a full-blown rebuild mid-career in his absolute prime, something no other elite all-time player in NBA history went through. Kobe's absolute peak, wasted, playing alongside players such as Smush Parker and Kwame Brown, but it was something he felt he had to do to earn the respect that others are for some reason just given these days. And with a career one-time All-Star at that point, who had made 0 All-NBA team selections in his first 7 years, Bryant produced arguably the greatest playoff run in NBA history, going to 3 consecutive finals, facing 11 50-plus win opponents over the run, and winning back-to-back championships. Along the way in his career, Bryant led the slowest paced, lowest scoring, and most challenging defensive era in NBA history in points scored and scoring average. Yet his legacy is routinely diminished with pathetic claims by advanced analytics losers that he was a ball hog and inefficient, using some silly made-up acronyms like VORP, PER, and BPM to prop up a fake case of dominance for others. But Kobe didn't care about scoring or individual accolades, just winning. And in year 17, he paid the ultimate price. In that 2013 NBA season, Kobe posted a similar line as a then 28-year-old LeBron James, who won the league MVP that year with per-game averages of 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. And in his 17th season that year, Kobe actually played more games than LeBron, while averaging 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Who knew how many more good years Bryant had left in the NBA, playing at these levels.
The
But amid
bang
a
out was
season
crazy.
of turmoil
Yeah.
and injuries, where Pau Gasol would decline substantially while starting only 42 games, and 38-year-old starting point guard Steve Nash also missed over 30 games, Kobe took on the added responsibility to drag the Lakers into the playoffs. There would be no excuses, no load management. Down the stretch, in the final 7 games of his season, Bryant averaged 29.
So now that's another thing. We got to talk about the load management thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? As a competitor, man, as a competitor getting paid to do this, I understand. At the end of the day, your business. Now your body is making money. You gotta preserve that to make as much money as you can. But as a competitor, as a fan of the sport, man, if y'all don't go out there every chance you get, man, it just something that icks me. Like you got the chance to go out there and make millions to hoop, my brothers and sisters. And you gonna sit on the bench just come on, gang. I can't. I was never with the load management thing, you know. Or even when you barely hurt, like you supposed to be out there, my boy. You getting paid the big bucks.
Points per game, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds per game, while playing 46 minutes a night, with the Lakers going 6-1 during that stretch, and from out of the playoffs to into the 7th seed. But on April 12th, 2013, the accumulated wear and tear on Bryant's body, coupled with the mounting minutes, would take its toll, and Kobe ruptured his Achilles, essentially ending his career, as he would suffer season-ending injuries early in the next 2 years as well. But Bryant didn't need to be carried off the court. He didn't get wheeled off. Kobe stepped to the free throw line and calmly knocked down 2 free throws in a game his team was trailing by 2 in late. And then he walked off, because that's what an alpha would do. Loss and failure are viewed differently through today's
that's a fact though. I ain't gonna lie. Don't carry. I ain't gonna lie. I don't need nobody to carry me, you know what I'm saying? Unless my shit broke, you know what I'm saying, the half or something, I can't walk, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Now, Bron getting carried like this is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I don't know what was wrong with him, and you gotta get carried like that.
And I can show you how they succeed. The greatest players in previous eras were willing to do whatever was necessary to win, at any cost. How many of those guys are around in the modern era of the NBA? Today, we often hear about talent, athleticism, how absurd the physical gifts of players now are compared to players in past generations. While this premise of alpha dog or the killer mentality is routinely dismissed as fanboy speculation or nostalgia for their favorite players of their generations. But it isn't. While it is not quantifiable or measurable, it is tangible. And if you've experienced it, chances are you're not hating on today's players or this era. You're simply lamenting the loss of something that was so epic in scope and inspiring that simply isn't around anymore, and sadly is likely never coming back. But this just ultimately serves
talking facts. He talking facts. I can't say he hating on this joint. My fault. My fault. He trying to explain his hate.
All be gone, just like that.
That was a video for my boy Scap Attack, man. You know what I'm saying? He made a lot of valid points about people calling him a hater. You know what I'm saying? I was just calling him a hater last video, well, probably like 3 videos ago, something like that. I think it was the first LeBron video he did. Yeah. I understand. Let me just say that. I understand, man. I understand. Because watching the NBA today, it's so watered down, man. They can't, there's no real competitiveness. There's nobody really getting into it. There's no real back and forth. There's no real none of that, bro. As soon as somebody start to get into it, tech. Yeah, out of there. Get them out of here. They bugging. It's ridiculous, man. The fouls, all type. The NBA is very soft. We understand that, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of the guys that will very much enjoy if the NBA goes back to the, you know what I'm saying, nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying, we really come on, bro. I ain't gonna lie, we know what's up. We know what's up, man. I want the old school tip, real shit. Gotta bring that back, that old school vibe. If y'all enjoyed though, share the video, like, comment, subscribe, click on the last reaction. I'm out there, man.